I think that there are any advantages being single forever? Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about someone hogging your doona every night.
You know, ad hoc couple of dates here, there since then, but otherwise it's been a bit of a drought, really.
Right now, the most important thing in my life is my career, I guess.
I don't have trouble meeting women in my life. I actually find it incredibly easy to meet them. Because the world's evolving and it's changing. There is a whole group of people out there now that are single, that are older. There's going to be a lot of people who are in the next 30 years through divorces or just through the fact that they want to change their lifestyle, who are single and who are still going to actively socialise, and they're going to go to pubs, clubs and bars.
I think it's an expectation that it's the norm for people to be partnered off, whether you're 35 or 45 or 105.
I see my coupled married friends probably once every 4 to 6 weeks. I probably would have caught up with them more often when they were single. And it's great, you have some of those friends who, when their partner goes overseas with work or, you know, is pulled on their own social occasions, you suddenly get a call and you're like, oh, so, but, you know, where's your partner? Oh yeah, they're, you know, overseas at the moment. Oh, I was just wondering if I could play golf with you for the next 3 weeks. And in a way, you can understand the practicalities, and I'm more than enough understanding, but you do feel like a rent-a-friend at times where, you know, you're called upon when they don't have anything to do with their partner.
I probably feel sorry for the next guy who comes along because I've got really high expectations, and again, it's nothing to do with looks or money or anything like that. It's just in terms of treatment and values and what you want out of life, and I'm not prepared to be screwed around.
As you get older, I think it's harder and harder to fall in love because you get set in your ways. You don't develop with people. You are a selfish bastard when you're older. That's what life boils down to. You do what you want to do. So, to share it with someone and then actually to fall in love, it's far more difficult to do.
Things are definitely different from my 20s to my 30s. I don't go out to as many places that I used to frequent in my 20s because I don't want to look like one of those sort of mutton dressed as lamb chicks. It's really funny actually, my brother who's now in his 20s, he goes out to all the places that I used to go out when I was his age. So yeah, and it's nice to know things haven't quite changed, it's just they're still all his age. But yeah, it is a bit hard, like if you do want to sort of have that nightclub sort of feel again and spruce yourself up and go for a bit of a boogie night somewhere like you used to in your 20s, there aren't that many places that are really great to go to in your 30s. But I'll be buggered if I'm going to the Sandbelt 28s and overnight to pick myself up a bogan. Man, forget it. I don't care if you got an original Valiant. Yeah, I'm not interested.
There are some things which I haven't done because I've just thought, well, I don't want to do it by myself. Though I think your single friends are more willing to go out with you than your coupled friends. They just want to stay home and watch TV.
I think a lot of my friends have used their kids as ready-made excuses as to why they can't do stuff, and I think that's crap. They expect me to slot in around them and their kids, and they don't think they should have to slot in around me. So it's a bit, one-sided. That's what really annoys me, I think. I'm sure to them my life looks like some amazing big party where I have all this spare time and I'm going out all the time, whereas I'm not. It's hard for me. I don't have anyone to go and do the shopping for me. I have to do it myself. I have to go and get petrol myself. I have to go and do, something breaks down, I have to get it fixed. I'm on my own. I can't go, oh shit, I spent all my pay this week. Oh honey, can I have $50? If I spend my pay, I'm screwed. So it's a lot of responsibility being on your own that a lot of them I don't think realise or don't appreciate. They just sort of see that I'm having a great time and you know, lucky me.
Being single at 41 is, well, I think as humans we always crave what's on the other side of the fence. I think that's human nature, because it's hard to say. Yeah, there are periods when you do feel lonely, but then you go over to a friend's house and you see that the way they're living and you think, shit, I don't want to be doing that as well. So being unsatisfied, once you accept that's a part of human nature, life becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, people who are in couple situations, it's mostly my friends' partners that ask me about why I don't have a boyfriend. And also I was asked just recently around Christmas time by my friend's 7-year-old boy why I didn't have a boyfriend, and that kind of cracked me up, because I sort of went, oh, why are you available? And it freaked him out.
Being single is more expensive. I've just gone out for girl for the last 3 weeks in a casual context. It's just expensive. It's like I've even been thinking over the last 3 weeks, I am leaking money. So you leak money just going drinking, buying meals, going out on entertainment, going to movies, going to shows, drinking. Did I say drinking? Drinking. Yeah, you can lose a lot of money very quickly.
My old friends, I'd say, most of my old friends I've known for, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. Some of them, most of them are married with kids. And then I've got my new friends, which are the friends that I've picked up as I've been going through these courses and stuff, tend to be single and, have interests. So, yeah, and I'm kind of stuck between the two worlds at the moment. It's only really, I don't know why, it's just been the last year that I've really started to notice a disparity between the two groups.
I don't get any pressure from any of my friends that are married to couple up. If anything, they're asking me where I went on the weekend, and they all seem to want to know if I got laid and how often.
I think you have to feel the odd one out. I mean, how many weddings do you go to, week in, week out, and, how many baby showers have you been to by the time you're 30, 31, 32? I have mates who have, their children are starting to hit primary school. It's pretty strange.
If you wanted to breed, if you wanted to be married off, and you weren't already partnered off and married and breeding, then yeah, your clock's ticking, hun. Basically, it's going to be over by the time you're 40 if that's what you always envisioned as a little girl. But I, on the other hand, don't have that urge. I just think, I don't feel that pressure, and probably there are a lot of women out there that do. I mean, God, I've got some friends that, yeah, they're single and in their 30s, and they do want that. They want to be married and they want the children, and they do feel that pressure. And I think it's really bad, because in a way, it could almost make them take the wrong decision, meet the wrong person. And it's not that they're desperate, it's more they make the wrong choices under pressure. And I just think that that's a definite downfall when you are in your 30s and you're single, being a woman.
Yes, I do feel the odd one out sometimes. I think I feel it the most that I've ever felt it has been at weddings. So, for example, when the music starts after the dinner, and all your friends are going off and dancing with their partners, you may want to partake, or I want to partake in that as well, and yet, you have to, you don't have that option. And then always, like your friends' partners will come and, probably dance with you for 1 or 2 dances, but it just feels forced, and so it kind of, I don't know, kicks in a little bit at the pride level, where you just kind of go, you're not a charity case, but it's along that continuum.
I go to the pub by myself all the time.
Well, maybe I should go to America. They seem to have a dating culture. We just don't seem to have a dating culture here, and I think that's the problem.
How do you take steps towards finding the right girl? Do you buy a catalogue? I mean, it's just such a ridiculous thing. I mean, this isn't a formulated thing, finding someone. It's a process that just happens.
Well, against my better judgment, I put my profile on RSVP. So I uploaded that about a month or so ago, much bit longer than that, which was quite a humiliating experience, but that's okay. I thought, alright, I'll give it a go and see what comes of it.
If I get to 60 and I still don't have a partner, I'll be fine. I'll be in like a share house that's like a nursing home with everyone else around me. I don't know. I mean, if I was single and 70 or 80, I mean, so what? There's still bingo night. Nothing's over yet.